For English elocution, next is Pragya. Come, Pragya, come. It's okay, Pragya, come.
Why won't you join us?
Yeah. Is she good in English?
उड़ जा आसमानों में ख्वाब है पंख तेरे उड़ जा जहाँ है ये तेरा कर हासिल जो बस में तेरे।
अगला सवाल What in India जिसे हम रोज इस्तेमाल करते हैं gets its name from the Sanskrit word for silver?
सिल्वर को संस्कृत में रूपा कहते हैं, तो इसका मतलब सही जवाब है रूपी।
Absolutely.
टाटा क्रूसिबल जीतने के लिए सिर्फ एक ही भाषा आनी चाहिए, ज्ञान की भाषा।
अगर आप भी समझते हैं ज्ञान की भाषा, तो आज ही टाटा क्रूसिबल के लिए रजिस्टर कीजिए।
When you participate in the Spot the Green Dot contest, we plant trees for the Green Dot Ball initiative and you can win tickets to the Tata IPL Finals. So spot, snap and share.
To go. Can they deliver?
This is getting close. They've brought it home in 10 minutes. Remember the name. Big Basket. 10 minute का नया नाम.
199 for 13, 199 for 13, 199 for 13.
Hey, are cricket matches included?
Yeah. One ticket for all things cricket. Catch every match on Tata Play Binge with 13 OTT apps like Jio Hotstar, Fan Code, Sony Live and more for just 199 per month.
Really?
Truly.
Tata Play Binge. Subscribe now.
मैं बोला 75 पर होंगे आउट, पर फैमिली की सिक्योरिटी आई डाउट। वो बोला टर्म प्लान है, फैमिली सिक्योर सालों तक, नो शक।
अब इनका फ्यूचर सिक्योर नहीं पर आपका होगा। टाटा AIA से रहो हर वक्त।
All right, a warm welcome to each and every one of you here as we welcome you to a big final, the Mumbai final of Tata Crucible for Corporates, Season 21. And it's my pleasure and privilege to welcome our 6 finalists here after those 2 grueling semi-finals or wild card, whatever we choose to call it. Consciously, we've kept the quality of the questions a little on the tougher side. I don't know if the word is tough or tricky. It's not straightforward. The classical question was the one which led you to think the answer could be a tire, while the answer was, soles of shoes. So the art of crafting a question, I think, becomes so imperative in the modern world that we live in. For now, we've got 6 of them who've prevailed from those 2 semi-finals to get to our final here today. The first among our 3 finals, and probably, as always, a heavyweight final. We'll go in random order in the way they qualified on their tables from the wildcards. So qualifying on stage as our first finalist here today at the Mumbai final of Tata Crucible, please put your hands together to welcome into our final here today from Axis Bank, Sai Karthik. Neighbouring him as our second finalist here today, I've quite lost count of how many finals he's made it to so far. A very prolific seasoned campaigner, a former national champion on multiple occasions, representing Tata Consultancy Services, Aniruddha Datta. 13? Right. He's kept count. He says it's his 13th Tata Crucible final. So put your hands together for him. In the days when we were digital and locked down, we used to get a lot of traffic from the United States of America, and the sole contributor to that was Aniruddha Datta. Well, he was up at odd hours. No, he was really sincere. He pushed us to actually go live on a lot of the occasions. He's been a great ambassador. So is Sai Karthik. He's been someone who's probably part of every edition of Crucible. He's been around a long while from Axis Bank, travels around to watch these quizzes. And as our third finalist here today, qualifying into our final, are some of the young challengers who are getting into the corporate front. This time from IBM Podcasts, Vedang will walk up into our final. On my left, again, some of these newer corporate entries into the final. A good quizzer, and we've seen him at a couple of quizzes that we've done for Blue Star. Employee engagement is a big thing today, and a lot of companies do their own internal quizzes. One of them is Blue Star. He's been outstanding there. Sometimes it's the other way around. Rashmi and me go and do these quizzes for corporates. They do it for their employees. We see talent and we tell them, why have you ever not taken it seriously? And then they wake up and say, oh, you think I'm good enough at the inter-corporate level? And here you are with one of them. Walking into our final representing Blue Star, Hamza Sheikh. Welcome, Hamza. That's table number 5, qualifying and representing a generation which is not quizzing only on stage like this. We also have these quiz shows which now will be held at Starbucks for Tata Crucible and so on to bring in a newer generation, a younger breed of quizzers. And here's one of those who was part of that gig, if I should call it that as well. A very good quizzer and someone who is a young talent at a corporate edition representing the Reserve Bank of India, Anik Roy, will walk into our final. Please have that name corrected. It's Anik and not... And completing our lineup here today as our final contestant for a second representation from TCS, Shikhar will walk into our final here today. So those, ladies and gentlemen, are 6 finalists for the Mumbai final of Tata Crucible. Well, it's always a tough contest. These cities, these big cities, it throws up a champion who can go the distance, which is why the regional round in itself becomes a tougher one, because the winner from here will be a very, very consequential winner as far as the national semi-final is concerned. So can we have a round of applause for all of them? Sai Karthik on table 1, Aniruddha on table 2, Vedang on 3, Hamza, Anik and Shikhar, completing our lineup as we move into our final. We've got 3 segments to cover, and the 3 segments, of course, are based on how we've seen the corporate world moving. So these are the 3 segments coming up on your screen. It's called Curious Journeys. I think the screen blanked out. In this, okay. Scoreboard, is it? Okay. All right. We've got 3 segments across 24 questions. And the scoring pattern is simple. We've got a plus 20 and a minus 20. Irrespective of the attempt that you take, you will be allowed 2 attempts in the cluster rounds. It's only 1 attempt in the previous rounds, but when you get to the cluster final, you've got 2 attempts. The same contestant cannot make the 2 attempts on the same question. So these are now standard rules which all of you are pretty much aware of. And of course, we've got a lot of audience questions. We've also got a contest which is coming up for which we've got IPL tickets. And that is something fancy I've been giving away. Somewhere I feel, I'm like a moonlighting employee of BCCI currently. I've been happily giving away IPL tickets city after city. But the contest also this year is so close. I mean, all the teams have learned, barring a couple of them which have been shockers, but I think we've got some really exciting few weeks to come if you are a cricket follower. For now, of course, as you take a look at your screen, those are the three segments. Curious Journeys will give you an indicative path of questions on what we're going to quiz you about. Then we've got Trend Spotters, which is people who have been pioneers as companies or individuals to spot trends in the world, and Moments That Matter, both for you in the final and for them in their individual lives or as journeys as a corporate or a brand. One sincere request, since we are now into these nice 200, 250 capacity banquet halls, your answers carry very easily to the stage in front. So if you're whispering, just keep it down. Ideally, scribble it to whoever you're sitting next to. If you know the answer, do not scream because I can do precious nothing to change it. One new innovation that we've brought in and that's been appreciated right through is we've got a live scorecard which will appear along with the questions. That's easy for you to therefore keep track of where you stand in terms of your position in the final. For now, time to get started. The Mumbai final with the first frontier, Curious Journeys. Here we go. All right, we'll take a look at what are the topics that are coming up here today in the Mumbai edition. So we've got Tata World, we've got collaboration, we've got leaders, pioneers, brands, innovation, current affairs, path breakers, and finally, we've got, one second, let me just, advertising. All right. So those are your topics. I will open them, ideally from Tata World to advertising in that sequence. The value is 20. I choose in that order. All that it's going to do to help you is you kind of know what the genre of the question is. Plus 20, minus 20, all hands on the buzzer, question appearing on your screen from the world of Tatas. Here we go. Which specific brand would you associate to from the world of Tatas? A mocha mousse, a kiss lock, and a logo inspired from mythology, from history, is usually a better phrase to use. Connect the three to the world of Tatas. And don't get confused by the names. Someone's giving it a shot. Aniruddha Datta on my right. Go ahead, Aniruddha.
I somehow get a sense that that particular sign is Earth, which is basically the bags, leather bags, which have been created by Titan. So I think Titan overall, but the Earth as the designer bags is the question, is the answer. Sorry.
Mocha mousse. I thought a lot of you would think Starbucks the moment I say mousse. Aniruddha Datta going for Titan. He is absolutely right. Oh, put your hands together for him. Quality first answer. Earth is absolutely correct. I think he deciphered it beautifully. Kiss locks have become extremely popular currently with a very young generation, maybe Campus Crucible. As we move to the next one, on to our second topic, collaboration is your grid. And on your screen, here we go. This is a massive global collaboration of a brand. From the Republic Network in India to Big Basket now, to India Cheers Neeraj, which was a film, and that film itself won them 2 bronze awards. and a famous businessman who's probably your direct link to the answer. All these are collaborations of a big giant. Nobody? All right, you got one hand going up in the audience. Yes, young man. Is it Samsung? Well, he met me in the morning and tested my memory. He's a young quizzer from Madurai who's gone on to now become a corporate quizzer. Put your hands together for him. Samsung is absolutely right. Samsung partnered with Republic to show that even phones can be good input devices for journalists. You don't need those huge, large video cameras. We still stick to that method because the quality is far better. Tata Crucible relies on the large cameras and professional cameramen, but modern shooting is different. And of course, all the rest will now fall into place for you. In fact, Big Basket was the only one to offer the S25 exclusive deals that you today get with these, instant shopping, where you could buy that phone in less than 10 minutes. Imagine a phone in less than 10 minutes. 2 questions done. Going on to the third one. We'll give you your prize. Don't worry. Leaders coming up on your screen now. This is a famous CEO. Anik is going for it very quickly.
This is Brian Nichols, the new CEO of Starbucks.
Put your hands together for him. He's got that absolutely right. Quick, fast, and accurate. He'll get himself a 20 on that one as the scoreboard ticks on. It's like a ticker logic that we've created this. In fact, I had to use AI to create this tool. And it was not so tough when it came about. As we go to the next one, question number, or rather grid number 4 on your screen. Pioneer coming up now. This was a famous pioneer as a brand. There's a movie called And the Men of Oregon. Go ahead, Anik.
Nike.
Outstanding. Oh, well played. Very, very well played. The story of the origin of Nike is absolutely right. He'll get himself another 20. As we go to the world of brands on your screen, the next one coming up now. Break up with ice was a famous hoarding sequence that came up on Valentine's Day. He's giving it a shot again is Anik. Go ahead, Anik.
Ola.
Nothing going wrong. RBI in the lead. Put your hands together. 20 again. He's got on to 60 very quickly. Ola was absolutely right. Tell us why you're dumping your petrol or petrol motorcycle or scooter for electric. A different form of dumping on Valentine's Day 2025. Interesting. Ola, good one. Here's the next one from the world of innovation. We'll go there on your screen now. This gentleman created what was called the hand crank food machine. Essentially, for you to work around with vegetables. The company designed and produced what was called the Dash Grater, founded, of course, and named after its inventor. From 1932, the design of this hasn't really changed at all. And even today, you go to exhibitions and you find this device in very different forms, from using it for vegetables to making your own juice at home. Dr. Legumes. His first name would be critical. None? Tough one? Anybody in the audience? They're called the Dash mixers. You hear the answer, it won't be as difficult. Yes? No, not Morphy Richards. They also created, those were the juice makers, not the vegetable puree. Anybody else? No. All right, tough one for everyone here today at Mumbai, and Mumbai will have some of these really tough ones. Molinix mixtures. Jean something, I forget his name, and Molin Legume were the ones sometime in the 1930s when they created this. As we go to the next one, and what are we going to play on? We're going to play on current affairs here. Tata Crucible Mumbai. Tight final in my view. As we go to the next one on screen now. This is a famous campaign. On my far right, Sai's gone for it.
Okay,
I couldn't spot him from here. Yeah, Sai.
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. This Valentine's Day, I am the family man you need. Clever pun on all the programs that run on Amazon Prime, and they actually called it Main Premi for Prime. Put your hands together. Clever, crafty advertising, current affairs, and a good campaign from barely a month and a half ago. As we go to the next one, Path Breakers. On your screen now. It's a famous book. Oh my God, that was really fast. Fire in the Hole, Bob Parsons, Aniruddha Datta, Taken on the Buzzer, Laura Morton. Two attempts allowed. I think the scoreboard prompted that buzz. Fire in the Hole could describe your current situation too. Not trying? Bob Parsons. Not trying. Minus 20 to him. Anybody on a second attempt? Yes, there is. On my right, Sai Karthik's going for it.
Is this the Triumph bikes? Triumph.
Triumph.
Yeah.
Minus 20 again. Oh, two of them on 20 apiece. Pressure telling on them. All right, former national champion. We'll give him his fair share. Go Daddy. Put your hands together for him. Go Daddy, Fire in the Hole. Absolutely, it's a fabulous book actually. I heard the book, I didn't read the book, but very, very good book on the creation of GoDaddy. Two of them losing out. Young man from RBI playing it out cool. He's watching some stalwarts experiencing pressure. Question, last one, advertising on your screen now. This is a famous campaign on my right. Vedang is going for it. Go ahead, Vedang.
This is Boat Nirvana.
Absolutely right. He just knew it. I think he knew Nirvana. And straight out, he got his 20 out there. So he moves to 20. Very early days here at the Tata Crucible final of Mumbai for the corporates. But I tell you what, the battle's really going to be tight as we are going to move and take a look at the leaderboard before we take a look at the next set of questions. Here it is. The last two questions have changed the scoreboard dramatically. Otherwise, we would have had three of them on 20, one on 60. But the negatives have changed the equation a little differently. From IVM Podcast, we've got Vedang on 20. And from the Reserve Bank of India, we've got Anik Roy Chaudhary in the lead. Looking good on 60. He's had three solid hits to get to his 60. As we move to the second frontier, let's see who's going to keep binging. As we just watched that Tata play binge board. On your screen, the next frontier. Time to spot a few trend spotters. Here it is. As we're going to begin with the first one, hands on the buzzer, 20 the value, the first trend spotter in the sequence. On your screen, now. Connect this current trend to a famous trend spotter in the writing instruments business. It is a French pen giant Go ahead. On my right, Vedang.
Is it big?
Big. And what have they been doing?
I just went on the French pen giant, so I mean.
Just be a little louder.
Yeah, I just went on the French pen giant, and like they have been creating art using the robos and like that creation. Like, yeah.
Okay. He's just creating an answer live on stage. Very evident. Not quite, but the overall answer is absolutely right. BIC is plus 20. What you see on your screen is a full copy of William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, written by the BIC writing robo. In today's world, writers do not have the patience to write. People like Jeffrey Archer will get really irked with that, because that poor man said, "Come what may, I write 8 hours a day." He said, "I don't wait for a tree to blossom or a flower to blossom to write. I religiously write 8 hours a day." Today, you dictate to a device, the device triggers a robot, and the robot writes for you. So that's the modern world of writing books, and this was a complete recreation of William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet using that new device by BIC. But a fantastic answer, plus 20 to young Vedang on my right. As we go to the next one, hands on the buzzer. Absolute trend on your screen now. This is a new introduction in India. It's specially designed. Go ahead.
This is from the NPS, the National Pension System, where you can actually create a pension fund for your children. So you're actually creating a pension fund for the children itself by the National Pension System, NPS.
Oh. Pensions in India as a concept was largely when you join a job. The government has now introduced a pension scheme where you can actually start pensions when they're still children. Superb answer. Superb answer. That's a trend, a new trend in this world. Beautifully answered. He'll get himself a plus 20. Quality answer. The scoreboard's again beginning to tick. Here's the next one. Question number 3. On your screen now. Which global luxury giant? Go ahead.
Louis Vuitton.
Explain the logic to me.
So the medals which were given in the 2024 Olympics, they started rusting. So Louis Vuitton was accused by the press and media that the material used was substandard. So basically, answer is Louis Vuitton.
So premium brand like Louis Vuitton was accused that the quality of the medals were not up to the standard because they started deteriorating. Plus 20 to RBI. Fantastic. For some odd reason, the bronze medals, that's the more specific, we haven't had too much of a problem reported on the gold and the silver, but the bronze medals seem to have some problem and have also ended up creating some outstanding memes that you should go through. One thing I like in this world is the amount of memes that come out after any incident. Creativity has been at an all-time high on the internet. But anyway, here we go to the next one. He gets another 20 just when he wanted to get a little ahead. So that's a good one from Anik. On to the next one on your screens now. What was special about this collection created by Nike? Oh, right here, okay. Sorry, I'm at an angle where it's tough to spot the other guys. Yes. Go ahead, Vedang.
Going out on a limb here, this is a collaboration with Kobe Bryant, the Mamba collection, I guess. Maybe.
The what? The Mamba
collection, yeah, maybe.
Why?
Yeah, Kobe Bryant and this Black Mamba.
Why this year? Plus 20, now think. Now, no, there's a, we've done analysis where The moment you tell a team plus 20, the answer comes out automatically. Till that moment, you're like, under severe pressure. So I always give the 20 and then say, now you continue with the answer. Suddenly you become calmer. It's like school kids, right? I mean, you just become, I think, the blood pressure just brings out the answer better. Yes.
Yeah, maybe he was inducted in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Little better, something to do with the year 2025. I'm just pushing you as a quizzer.
Nothing
Okay. This is the Mamba collection. Absolutely well answered. Reflects actually the taste associated with snakes. And snake in the Chinese zodiac is associated with the lunar year this year. So that was the reason they launched it in 2025. But the Mamba collection is absolutely right. Kobe Bryant, no doubt linking to that. I will never be able to buy that shoe even if I can afford it. I don't know why, but it's too creepy for me to wear. But there will be a generation that will. For him, plus 20 matters more than anything else. A slow battle is beginning to brew here between Vedang and Anik. 60 to 80. Aniruddha will not give up easily. He's on 20. As we go to the next one, hands on the buzzer. Trend number 5. Question on your screen now. This is Sari Marita Baldoff, the chairwoman of the board of directors of a huge global giant, a brand that ruled the telecom market for a fair period of time. She has drafted out a vision to turn them into an electronics giant. This side, okay. We'll align my table later, but on the left, go ahead, Shikhar.
AT&T.
Not AT&T. Not AT&T. Huge brand.
What's the name?
Sari Marita Baldoff.
You spell that?
Sari is S-A-R-I. Marita is M-A-R-I-T-T-A. Baldoff is B-A-L-D-A-U-F. No? Anybody in the... Oh, we've got so many hands going in the audience. Oh my God, someone who's not tried yet. Nokia is absolutely right. She's the lady who's been picked to turn around Nokia, and she's given out a vision saying, we'll not think telecom alone, we'll look at ourselves as an electronics giant. Superbly played. One of the interesting things that Nokia is considering is to actually get back into paper pulp. And that will be very interesting given the origins Nokia had. They actually want to get into environment-friendly paper and so on and so forth. That's like life going back 100 years. But lovely. On to the next one. Hands on the buzzer. Question on your screen. Tough final brewing. Here we go. This is a famous campaign by a brand from the world of Pepsi. It's called Farm Equal. On Shikhar's table, yes?
Lays.
He's absolutely right. Oh, well played. Sourcing from Indian women. Very, very well played. They're actually working on Indian ground masalas and so on. So Farm Equal is a very good answer coming in from him. He'll negate that negative very quickly as we go to the next one. On your screen, question 7 in this round. Here we go. All of these will lead you to a company led by Linda Rendell, global CEO, company that manufactures and markets consumer and professional products from everything that you can see on your screen with these famous sub-brands. Formerly, it was known as a chemical company. On my right, he's giving it a shot, is Vedang. Go ahead, Vedang.
Is it Bayer?
No. Took a good shot. Good calculative gamble. Hamza on my left.
Unilever?
No, not Unilever. She's not the global CEO of Unilever. Okay, both of you have answered. So, gentleman at the back is absolutely correct. He's got that right. Clorox Corporation, or formerly the Clorox Chemical Company, is becoming a very quiet FMCG giant in this world. 2 remaining in this round and then the final round, but then that's enough number of questions to actually play around with, because the final round itself has 6 questions, 2 more to go, so 8 left. That's a lot of points to play around in a Tata Crucible. On to the next one on your screen now. This is... All right, Sai. The last 2 are an issue for me. Anyway.
Magic pin.
We'll give him a 20. India's lost talent, and I think the logo got him there. Magic pin is absolutely right. As we go to the next one, he'll get a 20, so the game's getting really tight. Final question in this frontier on your screen now. All of this will lead you to a famous brand, as they call it in the running business. Runkeeper, race roaster. A famous moment in Olympic history. On my right, go ahead, Sai.
Taking a chance. Is it A6?
A6. How did you...
Runkeeper, A6 Runkeeper is one of the initiatives they do, so probably...
So you're sticking to that plus 20. Oh, well played on that plus 20. I thought their Olympic moment, of course, few know that, Motai Oyama, their chairman, he's had his moments in sport as well. And that 20 is going to make a difference, I think, to the way this game is going to stack out. Can we have a look at the Tata Play binge board before we move on? Oh, lovely. That's coming up straight up there. On the Tata Play binge board, the leaderboard tells the story. 2 of them on 40. Sai Karthik is on 40. He's a very seasoned campaigner. Aniruddha Datta is on 20. He's a 13-time finalist. That's a telling story here today. Vedant Krishna, had he not taken that negative, was on 60. But that was a good move by him to give it a shot. Still holding on to that lead from the Reserve Bank of India. 6 questions to go. Will he hold out? Will he move forward? Will he fall back? We'll watch all of that in the final frontier with Anik Roy Chowdhury trying to hold and get into the national semi-final. At the end of it all, ladies and gentlemen, appropriately enough, our final frontier, moments that matter. Here it is. Like you saw in the graphic there, you're going to get multiple images, possibly to arrive at an overall answer. The value of the answers remain 20. 2 attempts, 6 questions to go as we move into the final frontier of this game to determine who is going to go into the national semi-final. Hands on the buzzer on the first one. On your screen now. Sorry. All right, here we go. All of these will lead you to a famous brand. Protect this house is an iconic cry for athletes who believe in themselves. Zid for more is an ad campaign that features Neeraj Chopra. Shikhar's going for it, yes?
Is it muscle blaze?
Minus 20 to you. Is someone going to take a second shot on this one? Give Back has been a long-standing community initiative by this brand. Not easy questions. Zid for more, I thought, was the easier among the lot. because it's India. Context. Nobody? All right. No one on a second attempt. Right at the back there. Is absolutely right. Put your hands together for him. Another young, outstanding quizzing talent. He'll get that right and he'll win himself an audience prize. As we go to the next question on your screens now. All of this will lead you to a very specific automobile giant. He's gone for it on table number 6. Is Shikhar again?
Nissan.
He's absolutely right. He's got that absolutely right. Shikhar's going to keep looking at that scoreboard and say, after all this effort, how am I still on nil? How does it work that way? But he's been really, going up and down and up and down. Or maybe down and up, down and up. That's been the direction. Question number 3. 4 questions remaining. How are you going to witness? Well, I won't make any statements here. Question 3 on screen now. The Livingston Fargo Company will take you to the history of this giant with a fabulous tower that stands in the United States. On my right, Aniruddha, he has to go for it at some stage. Go ahead, Aniruddha.
Go with American Express.
He wants to go with American Express. He needs to get it right. He gets it right. Plus 40 on my right, 3 of them on 40, 1 on 80, 3 questions to go. The game is not over. What a finale. It's really clawing its way 1 question at a time. But Anik Roy on 80 is going to watch the next couple of questions very, very carefully. On to the next one. Hands on the buzzer. Here we go. Stewart, Alvin Dash, Arthur Dash. A company that will take you back in history to 1894, then 1906. Arthur and brother Stanley form something later named after Alvin Dash and Arthur Dash. How do we know this? From the world of consulting. Someone's given it a shot. On my far left, it's Shikhar.
Is it Arthur D. Little?
Arthur D. Little. Minus 20. Minus 20 on Arthur Little. Oh my God. Hands down. Hands down. That will put more pressure on the teams. इतने लोग audience में जानते हैं. That is pressure. Nobody? All right. Not as tough as they've made it out to be for themselves. The man who's playing this carefully now is Anik Roy. He's really playing the game smartly. Suresh sir. Go further for. No. Anderson would take you to Accenture. Ernst and Young. Alvin Ernst, Arthur Young, absolutely well answered. Another outstanding quizzer with us in the audience. But no one's taken the negative. 2 questions still to go. So someone's got to play it like an IPL. 2 balls to go, 12 runs to score. That's how it looks. All right. I think if I'm going to be accurate, Anik Roy is not going to do anything here. He's just going to, he's going to play the regulator that he is. He's just going to sit and watch how the money circulates. 2 questions to go. Penultimate one on your screen now. Careful. Everything in 10 minutes.
This is Flipkart minutes.
This is Flipkart. You mean Big Basket? No.
Flipkart minutes.
For us, 10 minutes is only Big Basket. I'll be honest, I actually tried this and they took 12 minutes. but the answer is Flipkart. Put your hands together for him. He's got that absolutely right. At a Tata Crucible, given that Big Basket has been with us, the tendency at this moment would have been to go Big Basket. It's human instinct, but he just allowed it not to get the better of him. You got to look at the question and not just the key words. Beautifully answered. He's still in contention. He has to get the final question right to push a tiebreaker. On to the final question. Vedang versus Anik, unless someone takes a negative and then someone takes a positive. Those are all possible. And then you can have a three-way tiebreaker. That's if Anik comes down to 60 and someone else goes up, he comes down to 40 and someone else goes up to whatever score. Final question, hands on the buzzer, question on your screen now. Casey Jones. Blanket-lined coat. Later went on to create Casey jeans. The world today knows this jean brand very differently. How do we know this jean brand? Good, tough question. How do we know this jean brand? It's actually time for Shikhar to get it right. You know, he's been, he's smiling. He knows he's given it his best shot. Aniruddha Datta will give it a shot.
I'll go with Wrangler.
If he gets it right, it'll take him to 60. RBI will be happy, but he can still battle it out for a runner-up title. Aniruddha Datta plus 20. Plus 20. Well, it's been a tough final, and his grim look explains he's not happy getting into a tiebreaker for the runner-up position. We'll take a look at the overall scores at this moment. Here it is coming on your screen. The leaderboard tells a very, very different story at Mumbai. Is it that moment for me to say the old order changeth, yielding place to the new? There's always a young challenger who will come about in a game like this, and it's something that we've seen through the 21 seasons. Not just answering well, but playing the game extremely well. He knew 80 is a good score. You can have this human tendency at a Mumbai final, Delhi, Bangalore kind of final, so you say 100's not enough, 120 is not enough. It's like IPL. You get a 160, you feel 180 is a good score. You get a 200, you feel 220 is a good score. RCB feels that way at 280, but you can't help it. Yeah. I mean, we feel that way. You can't help it. Every time we score, we feel we're 20 runs. We scored 200 odd and we nearly lost that match day before yesterday. We were like, oh my God, are we 20 runs short all over again? But playing it with remarkable calm and clarity, a first-time Mumbai champion from the Reserve Bank of India, Anik Roy Chowdhury. Superb. We've got a tiebreaker between a young challenger and a 13-time finalist. Well, life is like that. As we go to the first tiebreaker question, whoever gets it wins the second prize, and there is cash waiting for you to be given by the Reserve Bank of India. All right. Here we go, hands on the buzzer. Born in 1850 in Staffordshire in England, this gentleman dropped out of school at the age of 18 and was employed as his first employment, it was as a Senator Weber in 1867. His name was Edward Smith. Because of his sincerity and not because of his qualification, through his career, he had received the Best Employee Award over 20 times. He died on 15th of April, 1912, with the title of a captain. Where was he serving on his last assignment? Hands down, please. Very good question. Over 20 times in his career, he had been awarded Best Employee for Sincerity. He perhaps was at his sincerest best on April 15th, 1912. Where was he?
He was on the Titanic.
Over 20 times in his career, he got the Best Employee Award. On his last day at service, he was the last man standing on the ship Titanic, the captain of the ship Titanic. What an answer! Outstanding answer for the final one. I mean, that is dedication as an employee. And they captured that also so beautifully. All of us, of course, remember Titanic from the movie creation, but genuinely a character that stands out in that movie among all those stars is a simple captain doing his job to his best. Well, ladies and gentlemen, certainly a result that is completely different but indicative of the future, and it's happened multiple times, especially at Mumbai. It's a city which always has some outstanding young talent. So finishing runner-up here today will be Vedang, who will actually tell himself he could have got a 20 more here or there. That's going to keep bothering him. But to get past someone like an Aniruddha Datta in a final like this, in itself is a huge achievement. That's a tall order, taking nothing away from Aniruddha. In fact, he probably took his anticipatory bail with me before the quiz started, and he's telling me work pressure is really high. You know, he was just happy that he got to the final. But what he's saying is actually not wrong. I mean, as you become as senior as he is today at TCS, it does become difficult to keep preparing for a quiz, as the quiz in itself, with every year, is getting tougher, even more tricky. It requires dedicated preparation that can be tough to balance with a job that he holds. But ladies and gentlemen, a remarkable set of finalists. Can we have a round of applause for all the 6 of them, setting the stage for the next 2 cluster finals here today. But those of you watching this online, a remarkable finish here today. Vedang finishing runner-up, and our champion, who will go into the nation's top 12 representing the Reserve Bank of India, Anik Roy. Congratulations to you, and to all of you watching this, from my colleague Rashmi, from me, Pig Brain, to all of you from the entire team at Tata Crucible. Stay tuned, as we've got some more action coming for you from the rest of Maharashtra. You've just witnessed a fabulous Mumbai final. Till we get there, take care, goodbye. All right. Continue with rolling coffee and tea, if we can gain some time.